What's going on, motivators? We got another video. We got to talk about the delusional left who just cannot give Donald Trump a win on this war with Iran. Let's get into this.
Unknowns. There's incredible implications. We're in an global energy crisis. Gasoline's up. We're at a situation now where we've never, yes, we are, and never in our nation's history have we had such high distrust from our allies and our friends.
Again, those same allies who call on us when they need help and we show up, and they don't show up.
And our foes alike, we're in a bind with no sort of clarity on where this thing is headed. And so that's the major concern, is that who knows what to believe and who knows what's next with this.
Who knows what to believe? I'm telling you, the Democrats, they're a spokesperson for Iran, the propaganda. You have Iran on one side and the United States on the other side. What to believe is what the United States is touting. And right now we are touting, we are destroying Iran. You go by that. Plain and simple. Gas prices have dropped from $1.15, almost $1.17 to now $78 a barrel. And it's keep going down because we have forced Iran to open the straits.
I find it incredible that you're doubting that J.D. Vance flew to Pakistan, or that we're actively engaged in diplomacy right now.
He walked away with
the bottom line is
that
this.
has been consistent.
We have a goal. We have a goal. We have a goal. They're not going to have nuclear weapons. And the blockade is working. And we're costing them hundreds of millions of dollars a day.
And we're also costing them...
Not even 100. We're talking about billions. Billions with a B. They just cannot give Donald Trump a win. No matter what, they cannot give him a win.
American people hundreds of millions of dollars every day. No, I paid $6 for gas just yesterday.
Were you in California?
No, I was here in D.C. Okay. I was in Virginia.
Oh, another blue area.
I was in Virginia.
Congrats.
A
blue area.
$5 in Nevada, where the president is tonight, talking about no tax on tips. Ashley Etienne, Scott Jennings, thanks for both of you.
Again, Caitlin Collins, she's the worst. Caitlin Collins and Abby Phillips, they're the worst in CNN. They both need to get fired.
Dust, he called it, with no money exchanging hands in any way. So it's going.
I will say the war in Iran is going along swimmingly. We can do whatever we want. And it should be ending pretty soon. It was perfect. I mean, it's perfect. It was the power we have, our military. We have the most powerful military anywhere in the world.
But the Democrats and the media are not fans of Trump's straight talk.
There is no success in this war. This was a war that was a huge mistake to begin with. And so we should just get out now.
There is no success in this war when we have defeated Iran's Navy and their Air Force. We have compounded and pounded their whole nuclear program into the dirt beneath rubbles. They're coming to the table, something they would have never done in years, in 47 years. But there is nothing to this war. But just a year ago, Joe Biden was touting that they need to go and invade. These people, they're ridiculous. We all could see through their facades. We could see it. Democrats, they just cannot hold face. Whenever Trump is doing something, they got to find something negative.
There's been a real demonstration of strategic power here by the Iranian regime.
Do you think the
demonstration of strategic power by the Iranian regime? Wow. America, you are hearing this. It sounds like a lot of talking points for the Iranians spokes TV to me. That's what it sounds like.
President will get credit for solving a problem he created.
It's like you wake up in the morning, you take a hammer, you smash your face, you look horrible. And then you get great treatment. And in 3 weeks, oh, you look good again. What was that all about?
Well, let's talk about what it was all about. And Kaylee, listen, presidents, Democrat and Republican, for decades have been talking about the problem that Iran is. So the suggestion that he created the problem, he says, I'm trying to solve the problem nobody else was brave enough to take on.
Yeah, no doubt. 47 years. And Republican presidents, Democrat presidents have articulated the goal, which is a non-nuclear Iran. He took it on, and he took it on with force. To those Democrats, I just want to postulate a counterfactual to them. If you rewound 12 months, okay? So let's go back to April 2025. And if you said to those Democrats, what would you say, Democrats, if we told you 12 months from now that Maduro would be in handcuffs, that Fordo would be bombed, that Gaza, there would be a peace deal, a ceasefire, that 7 other conflicts would be solved, that Israel and Lebanon would be engaging in talks for the first time in, 34 years, perhaps joining the Abraham Accords. If you told them the Ayatollah is dead, Fordo bombed, as I mentioned, and the Strait of Hormuz still open, they would say impossible. Impossible to do that in 12 months. But President Trump has proven that he makes the impossible possible. And he does it because he puts force behind words. And you saw this with the naval blockade. He said, we will board your ships, Iran. And what happened? No Iranian ships went out of the port, went through the strait because they knew he meant action. He has taken action. And this is the hardest deal I think that could ever be made, because you are sitting across from someone who is not a rational actor, someone who does not care about self-preservation, someone who does not care if they die because they have religious fanatical beliefs as to what happens when they die. This is the hardest deal ever made. And if he pulls this off, he is the greatest deal maker of all time.
So Harold,
I would say too, after Kayleigh, I would ask Democrats this question. What would you change from what Donald Trump did today and how we pound the Iranians' military forces? What would you change? The Ayatollah is gone, right? Many personnel in their cabinet is gone too, top leaders. Their Navy is destroyed. Their Air Force is destroyed. We went in, we bombed the crap out of them last year for the nuclear side. What would you change? I would ask Democrats this question. What would you change? I guarantee they will not change anything because they don't have a plan to begin with.
So I'm here in Charlotte since the start of Trump's war of choice. It's $15 more every time you fill up your tank of gas. The price of diesel has now gone up 80% since the start of the war. And you best believe that's going to carry over to how much you're paying for all the goods that are being...
America, why isn't this woman going away? Why isn't Kamala Harris going away? Every time I think she's gone, she pops back up. It's almost like she's pulling a Hillary Clinton. You thought Hillary was gone and she comes back up every year or whatever it may be. She's doing the same thing. Nobody wants her to be president, but she keeps trying so hard.
Being transported on those semis. We've got a president who is paying more attention to what he thinks is in his best political interest and personal interest as opposed to what is in the best interest of working people in America.
The Iranian foreign minister, who seems to be really the guy in charge, or at least publicly for Iran, just fired this off in a post on X, and I'm going to read it for you now. In line with the ceasefire in Lebanon, the passage for all commercial vessels through Strait of Hormuz is declared completely open for the remaining period of ceasefire on the coordinated route as already announced by Ports and Maritime Organization of the Islamic Republic of Iran.
Boom. Boom. Even they're saying it, but Kamala Harris, I'm telling you, these people are a joke. They are a joke. They cannot govern. We could see they cannot govern. They come up with these ideas and those policies, but they cannot do anything. They don't have the courage of what it takes to put a strategic plan together. We saw the Secretary of Defense for Joe Biden. He sucked. We saw how they ran the country. Joe Biden, the president, no one took him seriously. Trump have placed a blockade on Iran and no ships from Iran left, right? Because they knew he wouldn't play. And if they told you don't move, they would have boarded your ship or send you to the bottom of the ocean. That's how it's being done. Again, these people, they just cannot give Trump credit. If anything Trump says he's for, they're against. Even though it's in the best interest of the United States, they're still going to go against it. Anyway, let me know what you think. All right, motivators, if you enjoy what you've seen and heard, please like, comment, subscribe, and share a Black veteran's perspective. Stay motivated.